Let me tell you something about maturity. As I start to mature more and more, one thing that I realize is you're always going to be the villain in somebody's story. Okay? No matter what you do, for some people, they're going to think you're an a-hole. Some people are going to think you're arrogant. Some people are going to think you're cocky. Some people are going to think all of these things. And the reality is, it takes so much effort trying to prove people wrong that it is way better for you to take that effort and that energy and put it into something productive, right? Because you are never going to be able to change people's perspective. I'll give you an example. I separated from the mother of my kids a long time ago. All right. Actually, it was like 12, 13 years ago. And it's been an uphill battle. Like, it's not been easy. Man, if you're out there and you have to co-parent with a parent that's not easy to deal with, you know how difficult it is. I know it's difficult for women, but a lot of time they don't realize how difficult it is for a man as well, because nobody believes you. Everybody thinks you're the deadbeat dad. Everybody thinks you don't want to see your kids. Everybody thinks that you don't prioritize your kids. They always think poor mom, like she doesn't get weekends off. And oh my gosh, she has to work a job and then get home and do all of this. And they don't realize what if you were allowed to be able to see your kids, then that person would be able to have more free time. But you realize that some women use kids as a benefit financially because they're able to receive support for it, right? But nobody talks about that. In my own family, all right, which I don't hold any resentment or grudges to them, I just want to share this because there's probably somebody out there going through something similar, and I just want you to know you're not the only one, all right? Even my own family, my brothers, even my own mother used to think that I was the problem, all right? They used to take her side. You know, they would see my kids and not tell me about it, like just so they wouldn't get her mad, right? Because she didn't want me to have time with them, right? Which I don't understand, because it would give you more time to yourself, right? But even my own family would choose her side. And it got to a point where even my family now, after years and years, started to realize, oh, maybe you're not the problem. Maybe this person is also keeping them away from us. Wow. Right? But people are never going to come and apologize. Hey, you know what? We judged you. Hey, we never supported you. Hey, you were going through everything alone. A lot of the stuff that I've gone through, and this is not for sympathy, a lot of the stuff I've had to deal with on my own. Even my own family has turned their back against me. Even my own family has betrayed me. Okay? Me and my dad don't have the best relationship. You know, we've got into a situation. We got into an altercation. Everybody chose his side. Later on, years and years pass by, they start to see, oh, maybe David was doing the right thing. Maybe David was trying to protect people, right? But people don't see that, right? They want to make you the villain because it's just easier to make you the villain, right? People choose the path of least resistance. So if going with someone else is less uncomfortable, they're just going to go ahead and pick that person's side, and they're not going to side with you, because siding with you causes conflict. Siding with you causes tension. Even if you're right, people would rather go through the path of least resistance. All right. Another example, my most recent breakup. As much as this person, again, it's situations where there was things that I could have done differently, and I will accept it. There was things that I could have done, been more patient. There's things that I could have addressed a lot sooner before anyone had to say things they didn't mean, and say things that are hurtful, because once you say things, you can never take them back, right? But when someone goes and acts like they're the victim and they did nothing and this person was so horrible to them, as much as you want to respond, what I've realized at this point in my life is that it takes so much energy and it takes my peace of mind, that my peace of mind is way more valuable than proving a point. Like, I am going to be the villain in somebody's story no matter what I do. Even if your intentions are good, even if you're trying to be a good person, somebody will find a reason to make you a villain. All right. It's in their best interest, because maybe insecurities or it's in their interest that they see you doing well, that they feel like, you know what, I had to attack this person because they have something I don't have. A lot of the times what we do, everybody does, is we are envy of what people possess. All right. So they need to find a way to make you a villain. As I start to feel like I am bettering myself, I feel like I'm getting a glow. I'm eating well. I'm sleeping well. I'm trying to manage my stress. I'm working out. I'm drinking a lot of water. I feel good. And the more healthier and better I feel, the more attention that you start to get in a positive way. But I'm also starting to feel now like people are just like, they have like this also dark energy of envy and I don't even know them. I see them at the gym and it's like, bro, how do I owe you money or something? Like you're looking at me like you've known me, like we've been enemies for years, right? But it's just that it's when you bring light, the darkness doesn't like it. So they need to find a way to make you a villain. They need to find a way to start conflict because they're like, it's unfair for you to shine. It's unfair for you to look like this and enter the room and grasp people's attention. Because now I walk in the room, not to be arrogant. I'm not trying to, but you know what? I'm also not going to take anything away from myself. I walk in the room, women stare. I'm almost 6'2". So when I walk in the room, I'm vibrating. I'm looking healthy. I got energy, veins popping. Bro, work for it. Work for it. You ain't got to be 6'2" to be, to be fit, to look good, for your shirts to fit a certain type of way. Like, bro, everybody has the possession within them. You have that great body that you want underneath all that body fat. You have it with you as well. All right. So the message is you're always going to be a villain in somebody's story, no matter what you do. All right. Be very cautious how much energy you use to try to convince somebody and prove a point. Because sometimes no matter what you do, people would rather live in their own mind that you are wrong than admit that they were wrong. All right. So I hope this message served you. Man, if you liked it, leave a comment, hit like. These videos are going to come here on YouTube. I'm also going to share them on social media. But man, subscribe if you haven't. This is the Chosen Few channel. You know how it works, man. The more you guys support, the more that we can spread this message. I'm trying to start a community, all right, of the chosen few, of those people that know they're chosen ones, all right? And there's not a community out there anything like I want it to be. So if you can find something, you create it. So that's what I'm trying to do. All of your support help. You guys are going to be some of the originators. You guys are going to be some of the first ones to join. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys are supporting. If you share it, whatever you do, I really appreciate all of that because I'm genuinely just trying to share a message and help people out there. All right. So I really appreciate you guys and catch you on the next one. Don't forget, you are a chosen one. Peace.